Hi guys, I'm here with Andy from SERVEPRO, and he's going to be walking us through some of the cleaning and sanitizing that you can do, or you can have SERVEPRO do, actually. So let's get started.
Exactly. So the first thing over here we have was what's called a hydroxyl generator. The hydroxyl generator is made to clean and sanitize the air. It's one step in our various step process to make sure an environment is completely disinfected. It's part of what we call environmental controls. When we go there and clean and sanitize the surfaces, we want to make sure we don't cross-contaminate uncontaminated areas. So what we'll do is we'll erect a containment, usually a plastic containment of some kind, and we'll use environmental controls like a hydroxyl generator and an air scrubber at the, over there to make sure that we don't cross-contaminate a contaminated area and an uncontaminated area.
Awesome. And then I see you have a great outfit here that you're not wearing right now. So what is this right here that people can wear, or that you wear?
Exactly. So when we go into an environment, obviously we set up containment so we don't cross-contaminate other areas, just like we do in our environmental controls. We also establish environmental controls with our bodies. For instance, the air scrubber filters out any airborne particulate that may enter into another area. But a respirator, something like this that we use, will filter out any airborne particulate that could possibly enter your lungs. So we use what's called OVP100 cartridges, which is basically a HEPA filter and an organic vapor filter that will filter out any gas or particulate that may enter your lungs. So that's a respirator. Along with this full face respirator, it'll also offer your eye protection, which is something that goggles can do. So sometimes you'll see one of these as a half face, but this is a full face. So those are two things that we use. Another thing we have here is just coveralls. So this helps us protect our bodies, our skin, from exposure from any kind of airborne particulate, viruses, but also the chemicals that we use sometimes so that we don't have that splash onto our own skin. It prevents us from getting affected by the chemicals that we use.
So are some of the chemicals, harmful to your skin, although they're good for cleaning and sanitizing?
Yeah, it could be a mild irritant, but to be honest with you, it's nothing that is toxic or anything like that.
Okay, so this is just one more layer of protection.
Right, exactly.
Awesome. Yes. So now I see we have the face masks, which have become ubiquitous, and some chemicals. So can you explain this?
Yeah, so these are the face masks that a lot of people are getting in their stores right now, and they're wearing them in airports and everything like that. So to verify, these offer very minimal protection. The only protection that these really offer are the splashing, the airborne droplets that I think the CDC recommends that we're trying to avoid. These are what surgeons and everyone else are wearing to make sure that those droplets don't affect them. It doesn't really help you if you're already sick. All right, so if you're trying to wear these to prevent yourself from getting sick, I've actually seen people who have posted on the internet whether they'll say I have corona, and then they have a face mask on, and it doesn't really help very much because they're already sick. So the other thing I was telling you about is after we have erected containment, we put on our PPE, the importance of pre-cleaning surfaces. When we're doing disinfection, I had mentioned before that the coronavirus has a lipid bilayer on it. Known as a lipid bilayer. But basically it's an oily substrate on top of the virus that protects it. So what we do to strip that virus off is to use an approved cleaning agent to strip off that oily substrate so that the virus starts to break down. All right, so it involves a very thorough cleaning of all surfaces in a building and making sure that every surface has been pre-cleaned.
So you said there's a pre-cleaning process and then there's a disinfecting process. Can you explain the difference between those two?
So the entire process is actual disinfection. So you'll have a cleaning process and then a sanitizing process. All right, those two combined will give you your disinfection. All right, so if we move down a little bit further here, you'll see two of the items that we use for the sanitizing process after we cleaned. Right here we call what's called a ULV fogger, which is an ultra low volume fogger. What this does is it creates a very fine mist and gives you very even coverage area. This is one of the products that we use. It's an EPA regulated hospital grade disinfectant with a it has shown to be very effective with similar types of viruses like coronavirus. Because right, every time a new emerging pathogen comes out, there's no product that was specifically designed to kill the new pathogen. So what the CDC recommends is that we use a hospital-grade disinfectant with a similar kill claim as to what that family of viruses is in. And this is one of those products that we use.
And so all of this together will get you the cleaning, the disinfecting, well, the sanitizing.
Yes.
So it'll be the
Cleaning
total.
plus sanitizing.
Cleaning plus sanitizing equals disinfecting.
Exactly.
That's the equation.
Yes.
So if people are interested in having their businesses
Right.
or homes cleaned and sanitized,
Right.
How can they find you?
They can reach us by phone 24/7, 365 on our office. And then they can also reach us online at servepro.com.
And so one more question. Why is it super important that we sanitize and clean right now?
So with the, to prevent the spread of emerging pathogens, we can actually slow the spread by constantly cleaning and sanitizing our facilities, those commonly touched areas. So if someone had passed a pathogen onto a doorknob or surface or anything like that, if we clean and sanitize that area before that pathogen has a chance to transfer to the next person, we can slow the spread of it.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. If you want to get a clean plus sanitize
There you
equals
go.
disinfectant process, you can reach Andy at ServePro.
Thank you.